Rick Molinetsky, Superintendent of Public Works.
Okay, so this evening you presented the snowplow operations in front of the committee. Can you kind of briefly sum that up for me?
Sure. I talked about a typical storm. They fight it during the day. We have 26 routes in the city of Wausau that we have split up, and we try to get the priority plow routes done during the day to get people home, and then that same crew goes home late afternoon, 5, 6 o'clock or so, and then we fight the storm the rest of the time with a skeleton crew until about 11 p.m., which that same crew comes back in and then does a full plow operation to clean up all of the city streets, sidewalks, parking ramps, and lots and structures.
And then what are those priority routes that you get first?
The priority routes are split up into areas that we have, they have more traffic usually than our secondary streets, and they are maybe hills and areas like that. We have a number of hills in Wausau that we try to maintain to try to get people home, and then we can come back later and then clear all of the streets. The main streets are like Bridge Street, Town Line Road, Grand Avenue, etc., that have high traffic volumes that we maintain with salt, plowing and salting. And then the side roads are maintained with plowing and then sand salt on those.
And then what type of conditions would perhaps maybe change this plan?
Conditions always are changing through the storm, and if we just had initial a couple inches, then we would fight it with just a smaller group of crew. Anything more than 4 inches, then we would fight it with the entire crew, which is the 26 routes, and to try to take care of all of the city at that time. If we have a small dusting or whatever, then of course then we just maintain on a much lower level.
And then you mentioned during the presentation, you talked a lot about a brine solution. Can you kind of explain that solution and how it helps with your job?
Right. We spray brine before the storm and then during the storm. Before the storm to try to keep that bond of the snow and ice from the pavement. And it does help tremendously to help us in that operation. It is a cost-effective way to do that, and we also are blending it with a byproduct of an agriculture product, and then also some other products that help it melt at a lower temperature. Salt works up to about 20 degrees quite efficiently, and anything below that, it doesn't work quite as well, and pretty soon it doesn't work at all. And then we turn over into a sand to try to get some grit down for the traffic.
And then what can citizens of Wausau do to kind of help you guys with getting the roads plowed and drivable?
Basically, when we see us out there, try not to get too close and get right up behind us, because you will be in our blind spot, and we do seldom back up. I mean, we do try to limit the backing, but of course, as we all know, sooner or later we have to go back the other way, to go into different areas and then come back out. So also when we group plow, or if you see a plow going up a hill, don't follow too close, because that plow might not make it up that hill and might slide backwards, which we've had to happen a number of times.
And are there any areas of the city that you guys don't take care of?
We have, in my career of 35 years, we have not plowed alleys. That has not been a winter maintenance item that we've had. And I know we get a lot of calls on that, and it's a lot of people that have like rental units, and they moved in the summer, and then all of a sudden they find out. I was actually, I lived on a street in Wausau at one time that had an alley, and I had to find my own way to try to get that alley cleared, because I did have my garage on the alley, and so I took it upon myself, my neighbor and I, and we took care of it. But I know it is cumbersome, and it is a burden to a number of residents in Wausau. We do not have staff, and like I said, we have not done alley maintenance, winter alley maintenance in my career, and I don't know if they did it beyond that or before that, but we do summer maintenance. We do patching and grading and whatever it takes to have a safe alley.
Is there anything else you'd like to add about the snowplow routes and the operation?
Just about the dedication of our staff. We are blessed to have a very great quality staff, and the dedication, and especially through the holidays, because it's hard for them to be away from their families. But they realize that we are here for public safety, and that's why we are employed.